Hi and welcome. It has been a couple of weeks since we have been to you with a Facebook Live, but we are back today. My name is Julie Hollinger and I am the Programs Manager at the Petawawa MFRC. I am here with Claudia Beswick, who is our Executive Director, and a special guest, Denise O'Neill, who is the Executive Director at the MFRC in Southwestern Ontario. Before I chat with these ladies, I just wanted to say welcome to anybody who might be new to our Facebook Live sessions. For those of you who are new, welcome. This is our opportunity to come to you to talk about what's new at the PMFRC, highlight different people, highlight different programs, and let you know about the services and programs that are available. You might be new to the Petawawa MFRC, you may have lived here for a long time and never connected with us, or you might just be interested in what's new. Regardless, I think everyone can find something that's interesting. Today, we're going to be talking about an infant massage program that's available. You may not have an infant at home, but I always find that this information can be so useful because you don't know about, you could have a friend or a neighbor or somebody who you run into who might need a resource. And we always find that the best people for passing this information on is friends and other moms and other parents who have benefited and who knows what's happening in the community. We're going to be sharing information about registration, about dates, about different links. Please don't worry if you don't catch that as we're talking. We're going to share all of it in the comment section underneath, so you can follow those links and follow up after and see what you want to do. The other thing that we want to highlight is we are always asking for feedback. So we're going to put in the feedback link underneath. If you've got questions or comments about programs, about services that you would like to see, if there's a topic that you want to see us talk about on a fireside chat, let us know in that comment section or go with the link. If you've got a comment or question that you are too shy or maybe is too personal for the comment section, send us a direct message and we'll make sure that it gets to the right person. Claudia, we have been doing this for a long time and we have always used this to sort of talk about what's new and exciting at the PMFRC. Can you just give us like a quick primer on what people can expect? We're in September. It is crazy enough back to school time. What's happening at the MFRC?
Well, I think when you ask what's new, I'm going to say, holy moly, we're in September. I'm not really sure where the summer went, but here we are in September. The MFRC has been really busy over the past few months filling some vacant positions. So stay tuned. In the next couple of weeks to a month, we're going to reintroduce some of our teams, the mental health team, Julie's program, the family navigator team, and just to give you a better idea of what some of the specific programs are within each of the departments and to put a face to a name. So often you'll see the names on the website or you'll talk to them on the phone, but this is just a great way to stay connected with the team and for us with staying connected to the community. And pretty soon the family center where our mental health and wellness team is, that will be opened up to the public as well. So we have a lot going on. We're gearing up for the fall, a lot of exciting new activities and stuff coming up. So stay tuned. And Denise, before Julie gets into all of her questions, thanks for joining us. I always love the opportunity to connect with counterparts across other MFRCs. And thank you for bringing this wonderful program and opening it up to our families here. So thanks for that.
I guess that's as good an intro as any. Denise, do you want to just tell us a little bit more about who you are, where you're from, and what this program is that we want to let families know about?
Sure. Before we get started, I'd like to thank both of you for inviting me today. It's a pleasure to be here. So my name's Denise O'Neill, and I am the Executive Director at Southwestern Ontario Military Family Resource Center, or what we'd like to call SWO MFRC. So you don't have all those words spilling out of your mouth. I'm really excited to be able to share this program of infant massage. My roots are actually in early childhood education. So I am the instructor. I'm a certified instructor with the International Association of Infant Massage. So to that end, we are going to be offering a virtual program. We did this actually last year and had a lot of success. The program is open to the military community, so that's military members and their family. And it doesn't matter where you reside because it is a virtual platform. We use Zoom. And so the real gift of this program I have witnessed is bringing friends together that may have been separated due to the relocations that often happen and are so frequent within the military, you can still experience that joy of parenthood for the first time or second or third time with a friend or family member that might not be living close by. And remember, all of our programs are open to family members too. So if you have a sister or a brother or a family member that's having a baby at the same time you are, and you're not in the same geographical location, great opportunity to have this class together so that you can still connect and share. And the course it's a 4-week-long course. It starts on Tuesday, September the 13th. It is in the afternoon from 1:30 to 2:30. You do bring your babies, and you'll get a handbook and information sent to you prior, like upon registration, which will give you everything that you need to know about the class. They are 1 hour in length, and it's 4 weeks in a row. So you're looking at the 13th, the 20th, and 27th of September, and then October the 4th, we finish up. And these are ongoing as well. So we'll be offering, because we can only have 5 families at a time. I have to be able to see the families on the screen, but we will offer another program again before Christmas, and then again in the spring we offer them.
So who is this program for? We talked about the fact that it's a military families, but in terms of development, in terms of, how old baby is, who is this for? Is it just for moms? Who can sign up?
Okay, so what you're really wanting to have here is a new parent. Babe can be 0 to crawling. We found with the infant massage, it's very difficult once the baby starts crawling, because then they're mobile and moving. So we want the baby to be, usually the 2 months is a really nice time period, not just for baby, but for the parent as well, the mom. That's usually the time when the heaviness of motherhood has kicked in. It's also the time when the brain is starting to develop, and as nature has it, babies on demand feeding. So it's like they're feeling swept up in the tasks of parenthood and maybe not experiencing that joy of parenthood. So the infant massage class is great because it builds that connection so that their focus is just on their baby, and that joy and love that they want to experience, this time is set aside, and they really find ways to identify their baby's cues and just feel more empowered in this role, this new role of motherhood or parenthood.
So if you have mom and dad who are both home with the baby, can they both attend?
Yes, and they have done that. Yeah. And so one parent would be doing the massage strokes. So each week the massage is broken down into different body parts. So the first is you do the feet and the legs, and then the next is the abdomen, and then the chest, and then the arms follow, and then you'll do the head and the back last. So that's kind of the face and the back of the baby. And then there's also elements of the program where we talk about how to hold the baby, how to soothe the baby. Infant massage is really great because it helps not only the parent relax, but it also gives tools. The baby begins to learn to relax as well. And so you're supporting that connection. And we know from the development of the brain that this time of responsiveness to the baby's needs is so valuable, right? We want to support those secure attachments. And so infant massage is a great tool to do that.
Now, you've been saying that you've been doing this for a while, and so a lot of the comments that I hear from moms who are reluctant to get on maybe a Zoom session with baby is that, what if baby is crying or something happens? You've seen this before.
Oh, a baby crying to me is like a motor running. It's a welcome sound. In fact, as executive director, this is one program I still wanted to be able to offer because I just love building those connections with new parents and their babies. I think it's really important, the success of parenthood really is fostered in that security of supportive network, right? When we have our supportive network, anything is possible, that it develops that resilience within us. We can share our joys, our sorrows, you build that little squad of support by participating in these types of programs, it's pivotal. They came up with that saying, it takes a village to raise a child. There's a reason for that. It is very important to have all those links in place. And sometimes when you're in the military lifestyle, it's very difficult to get in person to settings. So having this virtual class is really a gift too.
And it allows you to sort of mix it up, like you said, like other families. If there's a family in Petawawa, you're in Southwestern Ontario. But if you've got like a little one in Petawawa and you think that you can benefit from this program, this is an opportunity for you to join in and get this resource, get this information. You said it's a 4-week session, and each session you're doing like a different stroke or a different like body part with baby.
Yes. Yes. So the idea is, so I don't have a baby. Even if we were in person, I wouldn't be doing the massage on a real baby. I have a doll that looks like a baby. So I model the technique, but I'm using the Zoom platform to be able to watch. And that's why there is the limit of 5 families, because I have to make sure that people are doing the strokes properly. But that being said, it's a practice. So the parent knows their child best. And you get to know, the intensity, I guess, of the massage. I say it's kind of like playing with Play-Doh or kneading Play-Doh or dough. It's that kind of touch. You don't want to be light and feathery. But the idea is for me to be able to view, and you're modeling it. So we're doing it in tandem. So I'm showing this.
Able to get feedback. So people get feedback. They're not worried. They're not watching a video and saying, am I doing this properly? You're going to be able to say, okay, this is how we're doing it, and make sure that, because I think people worry.
Yes.
Maybe it was just me, but as a new mom, I spent a lot of time worrying, am I doing this properly?
Well, Julie, this is the whole thing about parenthood. You totally have captured it. It's that worry. And so coming to groups like this is beautiful, because it becomes a circle of support for each other, where you can be transparent and vulnerable and say, like, I don't got this. And I'm, this is a worry for me. This is something that I'm anxious about. And just giving it voice in that space really helps to normalize those feelings and helps people to feel better about their skills as a parent, and to realize, I do have this, somebody else is feeling that same way, because it isolates otherwise, right? When we carry it in our minds, we make it grows a life of its own, and it causes some separateness from others. But when you can bring it to a group and have conversation, and that's like any of the groups that we offer to our military families, right? It's that space of giving the support to one another that really it's very healing and just comforting to know you're not alone.
It's not just the content, it's that opportunity to build a network with other people. And like,
Absolutely.
as we learned in COVID, those people don't necessarily need to be in Petawawa. Like you might meet a new mom friend that's somewhere else. And, there's other ways to stay in touch. If someone wants to sign up, how do they do that?
So I've sent you the post with a description. So you can, go right on that link below. And you can come to our Facebook page. You can go to Petawawa Facebook page. You'll be sending an email to me initially, which is in the link, jdoneil20@gmail.com. We don't use forces because it doesn't often get there. So just go to the link below and click on, and I'd love to connect with you and be on this journey.
What if somebody really is interested in the program, but maybe they are expecting and they don't quite have like a baby that they want to do this with, or these aren't dates that work for them? Can they still get a hold of you and sort of maybe get on a list for let's do this again in the future?
Please do. Please do. I welcome that. And as well as just offering support. Mm-hmm.
Claudia, this is such a great example of us being able to partner with the other MFRCs across Canada and really being the more than the sum of our parts, really taking advantage of expertise and what other people are offering and allowing our families to benefit. COVID has not given us a lot, but it really has allowed us to really lean into that online part, that virtual programming part. Can you give us some other examples about how the MFRC has really been able to use sort of this virtual online platform to serve families and maybe take advantage of those partnerships?
Well, I think that is one of the benefits of COVID, right? Like we went into this not really knowing really what virtual was. We talked a little bit about WebEx, and then Zoom came along, and then there was Teams, and now for almost 2 years we were doing everything through those two platforms. And I will tell you, in staying connected with the other MFRCs, one of the greatest things that have come out of that is how much innovation and experience and expertise there is across the country from staff at the MFRCs. And We have done several joint professional development opportunities with staff. We have provided programming for families. Our special needs inclusion program, we've done a lot of virtual online stuff within the region of Ontario. We have online libraries and a lot of things that are recorded. We keep up on our YouTube channel, so check that out if you're not logged into our YouTube page. But I think really what's interesting is a conversation that Denise and I had about what she's doing. And she actually shared a really nice story where, you know, you have a mom at one base and a mom at another base could still do something together, right? So relocation does impact the family a lot, but you know, these virtual programs really allow us to help families stay connected doing that group. And we are continuously looking for opportunities like this. So, you know, yes, we are coming full circle. We're getting back into the in-person stuff, and our programs are going to be up and running again real soon. But the virtual stuff has really found a home, whether it's a hybrid version of a workshop, whether it's strictly virtual or strictly in person. We have options, and I think that's what this is all about. And I think collectively, 32 MFRCs have 32 executive directors that are really on the same page in what's the best way to bring these services to our families. So we may not necessarily have someone that has certification or training in baby massage, but hey, we have someone now that is going to allow some of these families to benefit from that. So, you know, I think it's great. I think we're going to continue learning, and we're going to continue to see how virtual programming can be expanded to better support the families that we serve.
So in addition to this program, we also have other programs for pre and postnatal for new moms, expecting parents, expected parents. Can you talk about what services are available for those families in Petawawa that are expecting a new little one or have a new little one, and how they get a hold of them?
Sure. I'm going to start by saying, you know, we're very thankful to United Way and Community Resource Center of Killaloe. They provide us funding to offer our pre and postnatal programs. So that's it's imperative for us to keep this stuff going and this level of support. So we're very happy and thankful to get funding for this on an annual basis. So we do have a pre and postnatal program, and we have our little baby buddies program. So, you know, just because you have baby doesn't mean that you can't come back for continued support or activities. The pre and postnatal group has a closed Facebook page, so you can reach out to Stephanie Hunter, who is our family navigator. That's going to oversee that. If you're interested in participating in that, we have online speakers. And again, like Julie said, feedback is very important. If there's something that you would like to see, then let Stephanie know. And for those of you that recognize the name, Stephanie Hunter used to be with our play troupe team, and she's now come back to us as the new family navigator. So well-versed with PMFRC programs. We're very happy to have her back, and she'll be really great working with the pre and postnatal program. And then of course we do have play troupe, parent-child drop-in program, and for children 0 to 6. And of course there's some weekend activities. So obviously check out the newsletter. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, if you're new to Petawawa, please sign up for the newsletter. You will see that a lot of the information on our services and activities for the whole suite of stuff. We have an entire department dedicated to new families coming to Petawawa. So there's a lot going on. The fall is going to get busier than ever, and we really look forward to meeting you at one of our locations, or just stay connected and let us know how we can best support you.
You haven't said it yet, so I'm going to say it. No door is the wrong door. If you are a new family to Petawawa, or if you are in a different life circumstance, maybe you have a little one, maybe you have a deployment coming up and you're not sure where to start. If you've got a question, give us a call. You may not be sure that you're reaching out to the right department, but we will find it for you. Maybe we can tell you about other resources in the community. Please don't sit there and not get the support because you're shy to call. We would love to talk to you. We would love to be able to give you a referral if that's what's best for you, or have you come in and sit down with you and see what we can do to support you through any of those challenges, be it a relocation, a deployment, or some other transition that you are going through. Thank you, Denise, for joining us. I think this is a really exciting program. It's an exciting opportunity for our families in Petawawa to benefit from your expertise and for this opportunity to sort of get to know their baby a little bit better.
Before you close us off, I would be remiss if I did not pitch our annual general meeting on the 21st of September. All the documents, the agenda, the minutes, there'll be a review of the bylaws, all of that will be uploaded onto our website today. So come meet the board on the 21st. It is virtual. You do have to register. It will be done through Zoom, and we'd be happy to see you there. And we have a couple of surprises too. So check that out.
Thank you all very much for joining us. It was great to see everybody again. We will be joining you again soon for another fireside chat. But in the meantime, check out those links below. Give us your feedback. Send us your ideas. If you are a new parent, I know that Stephanie would love to meet you. So send her an email or give her a call at the Southside Community Center. Her details will be in the comments. Thanks again and have a great day.
Bye.